Hello, everybody, and welcome to deMars Radio episode 7. Wow, episode 7 already, guys. Absolutely delighted to be here hosting this show twice a week for you. On this, once again, absolutely fantastic day. I've no idea why it's always so beautiful while I'm doing these radio shows. Perhaps I should change to the evening. It seems to be a sign. Um, but I'm enjoying doing the days because I actually feel I'm more active earlier on in the day. So I don't know if you guys can relate. But I'm really excited because we have a fantastic bunch of guests on today, very eclectic, and we're going to have some really interesting conversations. And of course, we'll be opening up as well with some local Irish music too. So thanks for joining in. I guess I'll wait for can wait a couple of more seconds for people to load in before I introduce the acts and tell you a little bit about the upcoming show. So yeah, do say hello when you come on. Of course, don't be shy. Give us a wave. And of course, if you have any questions for any of um, the guests or myself, you're more than welcome to interact with us as well. Sometimes it might be difficult to see your question, of course. I might be busy, absorbed by the conversation. So, um, yeah, I'm just going to give it a couple of more seconds to load on. Lindsay, how's it going? Wow, you're amazingly punctual. Fair play to you. Thanks for tuning in always. Um, Ritualistically twice a week. So I appreciate you checking it out. Joe Fitzgerald, how's it going, man? Hope you're keeping well. I'm really looking forward to getting those hot sauces. Joe posted a picture of some really good hot sauces there, and I've been You ever like crave weird stuff during these times, or in general crave weird stuff? I'm craving hot sauce for some reason. So I'm looking around a little bit, just making sure everything is going smoothly. Let me know if the audio's okay. I can never really get I have to reset everything up usually when I finish. So I have to set up the mic again. So it might be a little bit different distance than usual. So if it's hard to hear, let me know in the chat. James OD, good to see you. Hope you're keeping well, man. Um, he's in a great band called Charles James and the Rise. Um, and he's also a sailor. So, very interesting guy. So yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about our guests today. So first up, we have singer-songwriter Robert O'Connor is going to join us, and he's going to talk a little bit about his creative process and his recent single as well, which I played for you guys last week, and we'll play a bit of his music as well. Second up, we've got entrepreneur, public speaker, and TV personality Martin Eastwood. I'm really excited to have a chat with Martin about business and about his very interesting life. He's done some absolutely incredible things um, already in his life, so he's a very, very interesting guy. I do advise you to stick around for him. We've got the legendary Brew, amazing Brew. I think a lot of you know Brew. So I don't really need to explain anything really about him to you guys. But Brew is an amazing, he was a good friend and he's an amazing musician, and he's been part of the Dublin scene for quite a while, a very important part. Um, it's hard to envision the Dublin scene without him, to be honest. And he is the founder and frontman of Blue Sun, and he recently became a solo artist. So it'll be interesting to kind of get an insight, his insight, I guess, on the music scene here, and there's a few questions as well about his solo project, and of course about Blue Sun and things like that. So maybe we'll get a couple of an inside scoop off Brew. We've also got, to close off the show, last but not least, we've got Arthur Janowski, who is a filmographer, videographer, and photographer, and everything in between. Actually, he's an amazing hard worker, and he works in a lot of media um, things, and he's keeping busy. He's we worked on a couple of projects last year as well, and yeah, I'm just delighted to have him on board to talk a little bit about the film industry. and a little bit about the projects that he's doing as well. So we've got an amazing eclectic mix of guests today. I think we're going to learn a lot um, today, which it's kind of like going to school, you know. I like to think. So Dariusz, what's up? Good to see you, man. Anna Dimitrovic, good to see you. I hope you're well, all the way from Poland. Long time no see. Hope all is good. We got Dave Duggan in the house. What is up, Dave? My standby producer, just in case all goes to shits. We've got Dave Duggan on the sideline, keeping an eye on things. So Dave, let me know how everything is sounding out there, brother. Lindsay, hello. Looking forward to the show. Lindsay, thank you so much as always. My number one, one of my best supports, I have to say. So thank you so much. Hopefully it doesn't connect. Yeah. Okay, I disconnected here the Zoom. So okay, so Dave, I told you about this issue that my Zoom seems to disconnect if I leave it open for too long. So this is actually one of the technical glitches that are happening now. So that's actually one that just happened. So bear with me while I get my mug back onto the screen. Yeah, look at this. This is pretty interesting. So anyway, while I'm trying to fix this little mess here, that's yeah, it's crazy. This happened last time. It didn't happen the first few times, so maybe I'm leaving my Zoom open too long. So if anybody out there has an idea how to fix this, so basically the Zoom thinks I'm not using it, and anyway, if you know, you know what's going on. But while I fix this issue, I suppose I'm going to jump right into our first artist of the day. So I'm going to play for you an artist called LLOYD John, and he started his musical journey in Limerick when he was very young, and then he moved to Cork where he studied music. There's actually a great music course over in Cork, actually, I'm well aware of, and he studied there full time. He released his debut single, Forget, on October of 2018, followed by his first headline show in Limerick. So he started only less than 2 years ago, and he recently supported Chris Cabs in the Workman's Club, which you all know in Dublin, alongside Tolu Mackie and Aaron J. Since then, he's released his debut EP, Growth, in August 2019, which has accumulated over 60,000 streams. Well done. And his EP single, Alive, has over 40,000 streams. So, yeah, really, really cool, interesting artist. I'm going to play for you, let me see, because I have all my guys all organized here, LLOYD John. And he released this single... it was only this year, and it's actually really, really good. You're the One I Love. So I'm going to leave you at this while I resolve this technical issue. I see Dave says he will investigate. Yeah, what's done is done. I don't think it's going to reset again. But anyway, let's move on. right, so that was Lloyd John with You, You're the One I Love. What a cracking tune. Let me know if that sounded okay for you, by the way, if the levels weren't too high on that song. Um, Tell me if that was okay. It was. I've got my little EQ here, so I can kind of see how it's going, but of course, it's you never really ultimately know until you're actually on the other side of the stream. So yeah, if anything's askew, guys, feel free to be my producer. Until I manage to hire a couple of producers. Yeah, a couple. I definitely need a couple. I tell you that. Yeah, that's my eyes are going everywhere. Yeah, way. Two screens, loads of windows. It's fantastic though. It's so exciting. Yeah, tell me what you guys are up to today as well, actually. I'd be really curious. Are you chilling out in the back garden? Are you having a brewski? I know it's a little bit early, but, well, is it really? Do share what you are up to today. I'd be interested to know. So our second artist is Sean Fox. So Sean Fox is a singer-songwriter from Arklow. And he's been gigging around the country as a solo performer for recently, more so. He was in a band, and I'm not sure if the band is still going. I believe it's actually finished. It was called Small Town Crisis, and that was for a couple of years, but now I believe he has become solo. And he performed at the Rose of Tralee and sang in front of President Mary McAleese. He opened for Aslan twice, which is, wow, what an awesome feat. Fair play to him. And he has had music played on East Coast FM, Dublin City FM, Phoenix FM, and many more. His first single from his solo album is Ghost, which was released in September, and the second, Obscene, which was both were released in 2018, which received nationwide airplay. Now, his two singles, recent ones that he actually released this year, are Open Roads and Wires. So I'm going to play Wires for you. It's a really cool track, and yeah, I've been listening to a bit of Sean Fox lately, and I'm really digging the sound. So I think you're going to enjoy this one. All right, so that was Sean Fox with Wires, which he just released this year, along with another single called Open Road. So I definitely advise you to check him out on Spotify. Really, really cool artist. So our next one is called San Rocco, and they're a five-piece band based in Dublin. And I actually know these guys personally. I know their guitar player for many years and their singer. So they are a fantastic band. They're actually the name San Rocco. I didn't notice, but it's named after the patron saint of dogs. Which I didn't know that. Falsely accused of knee injuries. Yeah, well, San Rocco spent in 2019 playing live shows and forming their unique sound. So I had the privilege of actually seeing them a couple of times last year at the Crystal Skull Sessions in Shinay. Great band, huge fan of them. Earlier on this year, they recorded and produced their first two singles at This Place Studios, which is actually a really great studio for musicians. I really suggest you guys checking out This Place Studios. They actually did some live recordings there as well. San Rocco did. And first of all, San Rocco, congratulations on your first your two singles, your debut singles at This Place. I had a listen to them, and they're both fantastic. There is one song that stood out for me, and it's "The End Is Never the End," which I felt was quite fitting, I suppose, for obviously times like these. But I found a little bit of a positive sort of bit of a positive twist, which was quite nice. So this is San Rocco with "The End Is Never the End." I hope you enjoy it.
Never quite able to locate myself. Amid the grains of sand that measure the day. Another maze, but the end is never the end, 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 is never the never so sure, so sure of myself, and yet they pat me on the back and say, at least you got your help, if nothing else. But the end is never the end, 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 is never the end. doesn't last. Oh, somehow it doesn't last. You know now it wouldn't last. Tell me that you know now it wouldn't last. And somehow it doesn't last. Oh, somehow it doesn't last. Never, 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 no.
All right, so that was San Rocco with "The End Is Never the End." Their recent one of two singles that they recorded just this year. Well done on that track, San Rocco. One of my favorites. Really good track. Great music. I have to say so far. So thanks to all the artists for submitting their music, and any artists that do want to hear their music on this show. By the way, you're more than welcome to send it in. Ideally through the deMars entertainment at gmail.com email. But yeah, if email's too tricky for you, don't worry. Just send me a Facebook message, and I'll happily add that in. Add a track in, because it's just great to be able to play a bit of Irish local music on this show. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for staying tuned in. We've got a very modest 6 viewership today, which is lovely. You got to stay modest sometimes. So I'm absolutely chuffed with that. Look at the day that's in store. So thank you so much for taking me along with you in your pocket, in the sun, or wherever you might be, on a lovely little journey for the next couple of hours. So I've got 2 more artists I'm going to play. I'm going to try and move a little. Maybe I'm a little bit delayed. The tracks are a little longer today. I had a longer intro, kind of waiting for a couple of people to come in to view, so might be a little bit delayed. So we've got Robert O'Connor, which will be our first guest, coming up in about, I'd say, 10 minutes. We've got 2 more songs. The next tune I'm going to play for you is by a band called JOYCE and the Sonic Gypsies, who are one of my personal favorite bands that have come through deMars Entertainment. Actually, I've known Mick for quite a good few years, actually, since the check-in days, and we've done a lot of gigs together. And yeah, his style is so it's very quirky. It's very talking heads, and it's just got a lovely hint of humor in his music, which I just think is absolutely fabulous, especially for times like these. I think his music is perfectly tastefully humorous, and it's very intelligent songwriting. So they're a 4-piece project at the moment, and yeah, they've got a bit of soul, pop, prog, and ethnic elements as well, especially in their older stuff, which I definitely recommend you guys checking out. Some of JOYCE and the Sonic Gypsies' older stuff. Their new stuff is fantastic as well. I mean, it's all great. I think it's fantastic, and we're gonna have him as a guest on this weekend as well, and Mick will play a couple of tunes. But yeah, very, very cool music. So this single I'm going to I'm going to play for you guys, was released in 2019, so this will be his latest release, and it's called Miserable versus Happy, which is yeah, it's perfect. It's a perfect song, and I love how some of the songs, obviously, people make their own interpretations of music, and obviously when the artist is writing a song, they have their own reasoning behind it, right? So they have their own process and inspiration for the song, and obviously it can be interpreted by many different brains, and in many different scenarios, I suppose, right? So I'm finding a lot of music to be relating to perfectly to where we are at now, which is very interesting. So I'm going to leave you with Miserable versus Happy by Joyce and the Sonic Gypsies. right, so that was Joyce and the Sonic Gypsies with Miserable versus Happy. Really fun song. Very, in my opinion, very intelligently made. I thought that was really good. Yeah, what did you guys think? Lindsay, yeah, unique instrumentation. Yeah, you got it. Like it's just really good, and a lot of their stuff is very well thought out and just very well done music. So I do really recommend you checking them out. And Dave, yeah, put them on your show, man. This recent song, absolutely, just put them on your show if you could. That would be great. Anna Kozak and Mick Joyce, the Sonic Gypsies. I missed the Crystal Skull times. Yeah, so they played the Crystal Skulls. We played Pyromania as well. And Dave, I think, yeah, you shared a stage with Mick at some stage for sure. Yeah, so I'm on the expensive water. San Celestino. Yeah, there you go. The missus got the sparkling water in Lidl, and they're 69¢, so they look fancy, but they're quite cheap, Dave. So sorry to disappoint you there. So our last bit of music is by an amazing talented young gentleman called Nathan Mack, and I'm not sure Nathan's going to be able to see this. He doesn't have Facebook. He's on Instagram, but yeah, he's an absolutely amazing, talented being. I met him actually in BIM when I was studying there, and we just met each other. And yeah, I thought his music from the start. I thought he was just an amazing creator. He's also a circus performer. So I'm not sure if he still does that, but he incorporates a lot of his stuff around expression through the physical and through music. So he has a lot of great shows. He did a show in the Smock Alley Theatre. I can't remember when it was. It must have been last year actually, and they sold out, and it was full of performance. It was music and circus kind of shows and poetry, and he's really into that stuff, and he's very good at it. So I was absolutely delighted to hear that he had recorded a single, which I believe is his very first single on Spotify. So, and it's an absolute cracker of a tune. So let's see if I can load it up for you. See if I have it here. Yeah, really good musician. I really recommend you guys check it out, because yeah, if you're on Facebook, it might be you won't be getting any ads about it. So let's play his tune called Better Off Without You.
There's nothing left to run away from, but if there was, my empty words could pave the way. Your sweaty fingers try to hold my mental state. Look away, would you please look away? Look away, would you please look away? In your eyes I'm melting on my face, because my mind heats up when I stay awake too late. I feel ashamed because I broke your smile today. Look away, would you please look away? Look away, would you please look away? Oh, I'm keeping my tongue tied up, cause these dangerous words betray me. My mind changes and nothing I say keeps you away. I'm keeping my tongue tied down as every little word fills my mouth. Hey, I feel like I'm drowning. Do you feel like you're drowning? Cause I feel like we're drowning, yeah. I need more than 100 days. You meant more to me than music, more to me than faith. And I'm still fighting to escape the truth. But no, I don't wanna be better off without you. I don't wanna be better off without you. And in the morning once I relapse. The ecosystem in my mind starts to collapse, and I get smoky eyes when I set fire to your face. Look away, here, would you please look away? Look away, here, would you please look away? Oh, and I may have chosen this pain, but nobody told me that boring was easier. I don't wanna talk cause these thoughts are taking the meaning away. Don't take it away from me. I'm keeping my tongue tied up cause these dangerous words betray me. My mind changes and nothing I say keeps you away. I'm keeping my tongue tied down as every little word fills my mouth. Hey, I feel like I'm drowning. Do you feel like you're drowning? Cause I feel like we're drowning, drowning. Yeah. I need more than 100 days. You meant more to me than music, more to me than faith. I'm still fighting to escape the truth, but no, I don't wanna be better off without you. I don't wanna be better off without you. I don't wanna be oh you without you, without you. I don't wanna be oh you without you, without you.
So that was Nathan Mack with Better Off Without You, which was released exactly 5 days ago on May 1st. Yeah, what a cracking track. What a great track to finish on. Let me know what you thought about that. Yeah, Dave, nice song. Got a bit of One Republic vibe to it. Yeah, but a bit more popper. But yeah, definitely. Yeah. 100% agree with you. It's just such a good song, and there's some really nice, intricate parts in it as well for a kind of EDM-esque sort of vibe. Really enjoyed it. And he has an Instagram account, Nathan Mack. I recommend checking it out because I heard this song actually acoustically before it went into the studio, and it was just lovely to see his process on the piano. And he's just got literally one hand on the piano, and yeah, his writing process is just really interesting to see. So you can see that whole progression. So definitely check him out on Instagram, and yeah, that track can be found on Spotify too.